Yours that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Another statue? Mayhap to reveal us all to view. I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
Come on then.
Dance.
Spare me. I'll do anything.
How about thee?
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm. Tracer.
One of us has been down.
Pray, follow me.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
Capable comrades are a boon indeed.
Right you are. I expect this would fetch a fair sum at market.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
There is a rumor whispered among fools that I have oft pondered. The gist of it is, over here if you...
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Over here, if you please. Here we are.
Oh, you've come to a dangerous place. Scaly beasts make this their den. We've been dispatched to cull them. A small force ventured inside, though I've seen neither hide nor hair of them since. Seems the battle is hard won. I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds.
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Hope to see you again.
Arisen. I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Yes, of course. We were speaking of places elsewhere. Mayhap 'tis beyond your ken, but this world of ours is not the real one. This world is a cycle. The dragon emerges, the dragon is slain, and just when we think we have found peace at last, the dragon appears once more. 'Tis endless. Endless and tiresome, wouldn't you say? Yet, such is the lot of those who reside in a false world like ours. The real world is not nearly so stagnant. All manner of things occur there. 'Tis a far more fearsome existence than ours, to be sure. Is there a way to travel to the real world, you ask? Must I do all the thinking here? Ponder that yourself. What I will say is that I believe the cycle will continue unbroken for as long as the dragon continues to be slain. You doubt your ears, but I speak truly. I have beheld the real world with my own eyes. All I say is true. Why should I?
'Twas a surprise to find someone living out here, and an old man at that. I wonder what so impels him to set out to sea.
Curious, isn't it?
Perhaps we will understand more in time.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
I'll gather this. It might be of use. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait a moment. Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. ice attacks will soon see the Svofeld.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more? Well done. I cannot guide you from here. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Master, I believe I could be of aid here. Might I be of assistance?
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen. Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I expect that's a common occurrence in our line of work. We have arrived. Onward. Our work is not yet done. 'Tis uncommonly rare, this. I look forward to informing my own master of its finding when I return beyond the rift. One never can have too many of these.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Let us proceed to the next location. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Har village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here.
Done.
You're not one of ours. Have you come to save us? Forgive me. I cannot seem to walk of my own accord just now. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Be on your guard. There are innumerable corners where an enemy might conceal themselves here.
Keep your eyes peeled.
It is rather high. It might be beyond our reach.
Allow me, Master. 'Tis within my reach. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Keep your ears pricked. Our foes might betray themselves with the slightest sound.
Naught can threaten us if we watch each other's backs.
Oh, you have my gratitude, friend. Were it not for your...
Saurians! There!
Fire's fury shot against this way. Let my magic grant you an elemental wound. On my way! Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side. Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle. I've an inkling this place will yield a rarity or two.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? There's aught familiar about this place. Have we been here before?
How very curious. I wonder what other secrets this place holds. Now to report to Captain Brandt. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. Have you a different destination in mind, Master? Very well. I shall follow your lead instead.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Now to report to Captain Brandt. If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. Now to report to Captain Brandt. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I've a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Allow me, Master. 'Tis within my reach. I would gladly be of aid, Arisen.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see. In times more peace. You're the... We were hoping to reclaim our village. But it doesn't seem we'll have much luck. We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return once the baleful thing was gone. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a bask of Saurian. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out. But mayhap they needn't at all. You are the Arisener. Please, sir, do something, anything about this.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
We must remain vigilant.
How many of their ilk must be defeated? The Arisen had been revenged.
Come behind my back with you, that you might cast the spell more quickly.
Well done. I grant you roaring flame.
Shall we
Is the deed done, good Arisen? Oh, thank you. We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a... If you happen to pass by, do come. I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake, as well as ours.
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
Right you are. Pray, follow me.
Do we truly expect to find aught of value in a chest hidden in a place like this?
There's treasure within, I'm certain of it. But there's only one way to find out.
Now to report to Captain Brandt. I believe I can guide you to the person in question. Over here, if you would.
One of us has been drenched!
Try to free yourself!
It's vital you remain level-headed.
For being a burden arisen.
Over here, if you please. Allow me to by my calculations. Lifting you for a reason.
Stay with me. Wait a minute.
Efficiency at its best.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Come, I'll lead the way. Over here, Master. Did you lose sight of me?
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
Let my magic continue with the fury of the elements. Prepare yourself!
Prison has been drenched.
It's the surest means to ward against their foul spit.
Any beast will grow ferocious when backed in water.
Master, are you unharmed?
What might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. If If no one will do it in my stead, then I suppose I have little choice but to obey. A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
I see you've been drenched. Dry off as soon as you can. One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
One path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of...
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
'Twill be an honor to serve by your side. I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite. Now.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek. Harpies, Master! I'll combine my magic with yours, that you might cast the spell more quickly. Sleep magic.
On my way!
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time. Let my magics grant you an elemental wound.
Battle is best avoided here.
This didn't work right, son. sluggards.
There must be some way to make it over there. But how to go about it? If we had a harpy snare smoke beacon, we could summon a harpy here.
Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Goblins, Master!
Pray, follow me.
This is most convenient. Another destination we were bound for is not far from here.
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
This is an outrage! Heavens grant me guidance in my hour of need.
I'm dead on my feet.
Not a care in the world.
I'm inclined to
And wares of every ilk.
A mug of ale is just behind me. Now, where was I headed?
Over here, if you would. Mayhap the one we're here to meet intends to arrive at a different time of day.
The current hour ill suits our progress. Let us visit an inn or make camp, and set out again later.
Can't afford any mistakes.
It's been a while since I've
Welcome.
could use a little fun to brighten the day.
Well met, sir.
Fine weather. Away with you. Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Come back any time.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak? You will want to hear this. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
Well met, sir.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. You've done a fine job culling those monsters, Your Majesty. 'Tis common knowledge among the people that 'twas you who delivered them from danger. The number of those who seek out this tavern in the hope of an audience with the Arisen grows by the day. Should you continue to display such valor, the day will soon come when Disa can no longer deny your presence, and ere it slips my mind.
We have accomplished what we set out to do. That is laudable in and of itself.
Indeed.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of... There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Nor Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen... For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds. But as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk, and so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade, and the false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind them. What say you, Your Majesty? Might I ask this? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Here, this should take care. Masquerades being as they are, you will require... Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress... There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to... While examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds, I may... For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene. This cannot be mere happenstance. I can only conclude that these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermund. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it. There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to serve the...
To do.
Feel her eyes on my back, watching me.
I've got the sharpest ears in town. I feel no difference from waking and sleep.
A good sleep will ensure we are...
Up we get. We can expect a busy night.
Shall we check our... pack?
be... Yo. Oh. A new day. New perspective.
Good tidings, friend. How have you... As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling... Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Pawns are permitted to approach the castle, but not walk the grounds. I shall accompany you to the entrance. Over here, if you please. I over. Heard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known. We've arrived, just as planned. We shall remain here.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
Such pride, but not at the expense of my duty. Oh, even the best of us has its limits. I'll have to remember this place.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I've not blinked once in the last hour.
I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Right, yeah, just yesterday, in fact. Looked right slow when I saw the door unguarded. Still, I suppose there's not much to worry about.
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melv. Melv, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders. It's beyond my ken.
business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring.
My lord...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently. What are you doing in here? I don't recognize you. Guards, seize the intruder.
Sick.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen. Battle is best avoided here. As your pack becomes heavier, so too does your step. Perchance... You ought to let a few things go.
What to do?
All this quiet makes me comfortable.
What?
There's a waste of time. No one's listening. No one's coming to my rescue.
We must rest. Though the sun is still up. It appears night.
has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust?
You!
Shall we make for Burnworth Palace? Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. Pawns are permitted to
You!
This isn't the way to our destination. But
My. I'm trapped like a rat in a cage. This Arisen's both shrewd and fleet of foot. Ah, 'tis obvious, no? I am an agent, of a sort. Let's just say there are some who don't want you wandering about. I was to report on your comings and goings, you see. But I suppose that job's over, now you found me out. So, how about it, friend? Will you let me go? I've no reason to trouble you any further. Aye, aye. You'll have your coin. That's how this works, isn't it? Glad we understand.
We allowed the agent to flee. I cannot help but wonder whether 'twas the right choice.
well now, I'm not sure.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Just a short rest, then off.
Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look?
Those new recruits.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Isn't it now? Sun's getting colder. Do you recall that package from the tower delivered to Lewis's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor.
surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence.
Ought to polish up my gear for the morrow.
Well, well. Yours isn't a face I'm accustomed to seeing around the palace. How did you get in here?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Still, you are welcome to come calling, should the fancy take you, and should you have the gold for it. Off you go now. If you wish to speak further, 'twill have to wait.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
Quite the predicament. It's been a hot day. I'm in fine fettle today.
We have aught we need to deliver, do we not? Let us find the intended recipient.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
Right you are. Methinks this will be of interest to Captain Brandt. Shall we go inform him? If you would be so kind as to follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which vermin... Let me see. It reads, "True to pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by... I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time... Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot, and ere it slips my mind, pray.
Phases. Now there's a name to remember. seems you must attend the palace masquerade if you're to meet the one who would falsely claim your title. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. As pawns are not permitted within the castle, I will bid you farewell when we reach the entrance.
A guide is most welcome. Now we
Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember... Misers die... Many thanks. I appreciate the...
The goblins... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace... of mind to know someone.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
Gold is a resource best spent judiciously.
Go on, have a look.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I dare say I've accomplished a few
I
feats
hope
to
I
be-
can count on you in a script.
Interested in my wares?
Suppose I'm tired. I barely slept awake.
This is no life.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found?
What's this? Come to admire my sculptures, have you? Ho, ho! To think my eminence as a collector would reach in the ears of the Arisen. If only my collection were complete. Alas, the sculpture that I commissioned to be its center and would wound my pride. If your curiosity shall not be denied, however, the man's home is located in Batal. You need only tell him that
We may benefit from pursuing the information.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You shan't be allowed to attend the masquerade in that garb, sir. I beg you to reconsider your appearance.
What's going on?
I've more time than I know how to spend.
Time to hit the sack.
Only care I have.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the roads, despite the hour. You know where to find me. This inspires naught but misgivings.
quite the predicament.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
It is quiet about.
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
If I could have led a better life than this.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
You're far from your station, are you not?
Mary,
I fear for my life.
Raven, prove your mettle.
Indeed. The Arisen.
Has always been a mainstay of Rome. Only they are capable of propelling the dragon and guiding us toward a brighter future. Not so for the Queen Regent and her son. Fair weather rulers, the both of them. Should war e'er erupt.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. I think he's feeling plenty.
You are right.
Just mind that tongue.
This is a time of celebration. Once the sovereign is fighting, which turns to us, the rest of our kingdom will be ordered. Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on dragons traded with Batal.
I'm getting the turn. I expect that's why he's been listening to fancy songs and watching dresses 12 for a moon. Makes a man wonder when I
Send them along. Enough of that. Stop them from not coming
Headless road all goes awry.
settle.
Show them what for!
Heavens preserve them.
This battle is not yet done.
Have you lost your mind?
Steel yourself, and we shall not fall here. This battle is not
Fear
yet
clouds
done.
my thoughts.
This is nothing.
Our sovereign. Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. Word is
Our first sovereign. These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Do not test me.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. I think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
That's more on that tongue.
Which is a sovereign. Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
Won't someone do it?
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few. Shall we get some rest then? Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
I hope you slept well.
Would that I could spend all day here.
That's your neck.
Won't someone do aught about this?
such peace.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Dull days for us are assigned the... All is well. Would that all my days were so tranquil. I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
There's aught to be said for peace. We've naught to discuss.
Perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious... Combat with the dragon is indeed. 'Tis a weight off my heart to think that our...
Such quietude. My sword arm could use some work. Hey, my watch finishes without incident. I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
This place is awful dull. Can't complain on it. Waiting my duties is like to flatter me.
No need to bear one. Just about anywhere.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
I'll have to remember this place.
Got to find myself a
My
patron
whiskers are
of the
looking a
bodies.
tad crooked, I fear.
I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Always the same. Day after day. Just how I like it.
Oh, how lovely.
I'll have to remember this place.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour will be right.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playgrounds? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, as you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me. Come see me in my bordlery. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I'm not sure what's best.
I get bed calls and I shan't resist.
I know when to shut my trap.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Come see me in my bordlery. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink. No, that's not happening.
The sky always puts me in a contemplation.
This is one step too far.
Off to market I go. Some call it cultured. I call it
The sky
dull.
always puts me in a contemplative mood.
What did I...
Oh, well met, sir.
All you need?
No doubt you're dazzled by my charms. They all are.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time. I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace, discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
As a reward for your majesty, you will of course require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your majesty return once you've procured such attire. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. A place with books likely to entice Magistrate Waldo, you say? Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Is there aught else you would speak of? Aught shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your majesty...
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult to pray. Allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your... Well, he is merely Desa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows even were he to be removed. But if there's aught that compels my attention, he seems a man of import. Pray, allow me to There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your I have been pursuing, or would your majesty be... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? I have been pursuing, or would your majesty be willing... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Pray, allow me time to search for a way... Is there aught else you would speak of? A place with books like Kendrick of the Gracious Hand is versed in many things. Perchance he knows of such a place? Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve...
At your leisure.
It's been a hard day.
Could barely drag my ass out of bed.
Welcome.
Just about anyway. Well met, sir.
Gladly stay a while.
What do you find out this time?
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall speak of riddles and monsters with frightful mystique. In the north of Vermund is our curious tale staged, where ventured a hero off the page. He delved into a temple of baleful feature, only to be confronted by a four-legged creature. But when our hero drew his blade, unto him a demand was made. And who the asker? Why, the beast! An uncanny affair, to say the least. Yet there was no time for shock and dismay, as "Answer my riddle," did the fearsome thing say. The trickery was clear. To respond meant certain doom. But in the midst of his answer, he'd doubtless be consumed. So a mighty attack did our hero dispense to conquer his foe and banish it thence. With a single strike was the towering...
I shall wait.
...to wail in fear at the mortal strength it beheld. Such is the legacy of Lord Rosamond.
I've got a good view of the landscape from up here. Mayhap I'll spot something of interest.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Aye, got some coin to spare your humble storyteller? Much appreciated.
I'd heard tell of a beggar doing well for himself, so I came out here to learn his ways. But it's clear this storytelling's got little to do with his wealth. So where's he get his coin, then? Makes a man wonder, it does. Could be he's involved...
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into a shrine long enclosed, whereupon he found serpent and soldiers in battle opposed.
Say, have you been to Harp? 'Tis a... Well, if you do, I hear he sets out as if that wasn't queer enough. I cannot fathom his obsession.
I've heard there's a means to tell if someone who claims to be arisen is in... See, there's an oracle up in the palace, whose powers allow her to divine whether the arisen... There's only one arisen in the world, so no matter how many pretenders come forth, the oracle can see through their lies. Although, come to think of it, is that really proof? Does the oracle know who the arisen is? Or oh...
We don't have business, do we?
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you,
Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
When the mind is split, the heart must lead. Also, I've learned.
The goblins, I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind. To know someone taught them. Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master.
Aye, got some coin. Just what would you of me? I'll have no trouble, thank you. Aye, got some. What would you of me? I'll have no trouble.
The rules at bondage.
The monster's really scary. I've never seen one.
I ought to attend to.
I might try my hand at a new trick. I've just about had my fill of this rough. What do you want?
I've naught to say to you. Would you take pity on me, sir? Got any arms for a man down on...
No trouble.
At your leisure.
Tad rowdy.
The hours seem to fly when
Peruse at your leisure.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
ought to set my notes.
Lead amateurs. No respect to us.
What to do?
Peruse at your leisure.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
Dead on my feet. But I've much to do yet.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
No shame in letting down your hair.
Well met, sir.
Maybe if I treat myself to a tipple before bed.
Gather round, treat your ears.
I don't tell of a beggar, so where's he get his coin then?
I've naught to say to you.
G'day, sir.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
I keep my prices as fair as I can afford.
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close, as today I shall tell of a serpent with powers most fell. Our hero ventured into...
I don't tell of a... So where's he get his coin then? Makes a man wonder, it does.
I'll have nightmares if I let myself worry over nothing. I just know it.
What was it I had to do?
Tis busy out today. The monster's really scary. I've never seen one.
Gather round.
Come any closer? Oh, can't you go some... I was taught not to speak with stray...
Gather round, treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale. Now, listen close. And your focus applied to this tale of a giant who touches the sky.
Oh, you there? Your presence is requested. Who's the one request? I didn't ask. 'Tis none of my concern. The fellow said... Oh.
Would you take pity on me, sir?
Look! Master, a treasure chest! We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Get on! I shall propel you into the air.
I'll gladly stay a while.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Interested in my wares?
Peruse at your leisure.
The day beckons.
I don't tell half as many lies.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I could do with a few more hours sleep. Never known so.
Interested in my wares?
To try to enjoy life where and when I can. If I could, I'd never be.
What to make of
Well
this?
met, sir.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
This is a place to forget one's troubles.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my story entertain you, nay, even if it shouldn't,
Unless I am much mistaken. We have cause to visit a place not far from here.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back anytime.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to regarding the matter of the god, the sigil upon that letter from some days past, or the yet official dealings twixt, but with such hindrances in my few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage through the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm shamed to say I do not know.
I see which way the wind's blowing.
I've never heard such nonsense.
Well met, sir.
Now, where was that bound again?
Look, as long as you think. This looks as good a place as any.
Not much going on here.
Master, if you're carrying around anything you don't need, there's no time like the present to rid yourself of it.
If you...